Hello everyone. This is our third session of chapter number 4, that is mangoes round the year. Now in this session we are going to learn about food preservation. Before we will start, as usual we will do our revision. So in previous session we have learned about the signs of food spoilage, means how can we identify the spoiled food. So there are 4 or 5 main signs are there, like that spoiled food is different from the fresh food, means we can understand which one is a fresh and which one is a spoiled. Then in spoiled food there is a change in color. The third one is change in texture, and the last one, that is unpleasant odor or unpleasant taste. So that you can understand with the help of this slide, if the spoiled food is there, which changes are we can check. See, unpleasant smell, unpleasant taste, change in color, change in texture, and the moldy. So these are some signs of food spoilage that we have learned in previous session. Then we have learned about one activity, that is to study the growth of fungus. If possible, then only you can do this activity. Okay, see the result of our activity. Now we will start the main point, that is food preservation. Okay, so before we will start our preservative methods, first we will understand what is a food preservation. Already I have mentioned here definition. So that definition also you can write, otherwise you can write in your own words about the food preservation. So as we know that food is important for us, because food gives us energy, food is important for our growth, that's why the food is valuable. And because of that reasons we are preserving food to avoid wasting of food. Food preservation is actually a process which is used to slow down the time taken by food to get spoiled. Means we are using different methods in food preservation. See, I have mentioned here in a simple word about food preservation, means the definition of food preservation. See, preservation of food is the process by which food is stored by special methods, means different methods we are using to preserve our food, to protect our food, to store our food. Then I have mentioned here, cooked or uncooked food can be preserved in different ways to be used later. Means not only cooked food, uncooked food also we can preserve by using different methods. So let's start. See, the first one, you can see that image. Which one? Yes, this is a refrigerator, and that preserving method is known as freezing. Freezing means what? We are keeping that food in where? Yes, in refrigerator or deep freezer. So keeping food in refrigerators or deep freezers reduces the growth of microorganisms. Do you remember I have told that temperature is most important part in food spoilage and in food preservation. Okay, food spoilage means what? That related to microorganism. Okay, one of the important cause. Some microorganisms cannot grow in cold temperature, some microorganisms cannot grow in hot temperature. And that's why we are using refrigerator, because in refrigerator the temperature is hot, correct? No, in refrigerator the temperature is cold. So some germs are there, they cannot grow easily in cool places. Ask your mother that which food item she is keeping in refrigerator, or observe your refrigerator. Okay, your mother is keeping milk, raw fruits, vegetables, some cooked food in refrigerator. For what? For preserving the food. So when food you are keeping in refrigerator, that method is known as freezing. Okay, see which food items we are keeping. See, I have written here milk, fruits, vegetables and cooked food we are keeping in refrigerator, and that process is known as freezing. Understood? Simple method is there. See, to understand this method, I have given one activity, means to understand the principle of food preservation. So for this we require 2 apples and fridge. Okay, see the method. Take 2 apples, keep 1 apple in the fridge and keep 1 outside for 2 to 3 days and record your observation. Now see this image. Now tell me which apple is in refrigerator that we have kept and which one is spoiled. Yes, see the red color. This is a fresh apple which is stored in where? In refrigerator. Very good. And see these apples that we have kept in outside. Understood? See the observation I have written. The apple inside the fridge is fresh while one outside will start decaying, means that is not edible to us. So that activity also you can perform at your home because it is possible for you. Don't, means it is not compulsory to take apples. You can use any different kind of food, fruits, vegetables, anything. Just observe that properly. Okay, so this is your second activity. Next method, next preservative method is known as boiling. Anyone having idea about boiling? Tell me, boiling means what? Boiling means we are providing heat to that food item. When your father or your mother is bringing milk from that bag, okay, milk bag is there, then she is taking that milk in your utensil and just giving heat. Why? Because boiling the milk helps to milk for, means we can store that milk for short period of time. Sometimes it happens in a summer season, the milk gets spoiled easily, and that's why we are using boiling method. When we are boil that milk, whatever the germs are present in milk killed by that method and in large scale. Okay, when we are boiling that milk, which is maybe half liter or 1 liter, 2 liter. But when there is, means if we are thinking about large scale, means about industry, okay, 1000 liters of milk is there, and when they cannot use boiling method, they used pasteurization. Okay, see I have written here the word pasteurization. So pasteurization is related to boiling. Okay, means a large container we are using to kill germs that present in milk. Then that milk is stored in bottles and then they are giving us for drinking. Okay, so the second method is boiling, where by this method we can preserve the food for short period of time, not a long period of time. Okay, and with the help of this boiling milk for some time and then cooling it quickly. Okay, first boil and then cool. That process is known as pasteurization. When we are boiling, whatever the germs are present in milk just get killed. Understood the boiling method? Simple methods are there. You can write also in your own words. It is not compulsory whatever I am saying, whatever I have written here, just copy that. No. Just take the help of my slides, my session, and then write your own note. Now you are in 5th standard. You have to write, you have to think. Okay. Yes. Third preserving method is known as salting. Have you seen your grandmother is using salt to preserve fish or pickles? Now your mouth started watering, correct? After just I am saying pickles, mango pickles, lemon pickles. Yes. So if you want to store that pickles for long period of time, okay, then you have to use salting process. Salting means what? We are adding salt to that food. For what? For preservation. And in which food item we are just adding that? See, fish and some pickles. So we can add salt to preserve pickles and fish. Okay, sprinkling food with salt removes the moisture from it. That is the second cause. Just remember what are the causes. Temperature we have learned in freezing and boiling. Okay, hot temperature, cold temperature. Then salting means what? We don't want moisture, and how can we remove that moisture? By sprinkling salt. And that salting process helps to slow down the growth of microorganisms. Mango, lemon and other fruits, vegetables can be preserved by this method. Salting fish before freezing it further helps to increase the time it can stay fresh. Understood? Are you understanding or not? The simple methods are there. Okay. Next is sweetening. Same as salting. In salting we are adding salt, and in sweetening we are adding which thing? Yes, we are adding sugar. Sugar and salt are known as preservatives. Remember the key words. Preservatives means what? The things that we have used to preserve food are known as preservatives. So salt, sugar, oil, vinegar, all these things are known as preservatives. So when we are adding sugar in food, that process is known as sweetening. Okay, here we are adding sugar. See, I have written here, excess sugar in food also acts as a preservative. See, jams, jellies, your murambas. Okay, ask to your mother, ask to your grandmother what she is using to make that pickles, jams, jellies, murambas. Okay, so in sweetening we are adding sugar to preserve our food, and that process is known as sweetening. Next one is dehydration. Dehydration. Hydra means what? Water, and D means what? Removal. Remove. So dehydration means what? Removal of water. Means what? Here we are using drying process. Actually, dehydration means drying. Are you understanding? Dehydration, removal of water. So moisture is removed from the food atoms to slow down the growth of microorganisms. So drying means what? With the help of sunlight we can dry the things. Otherwise we can use the machines, but sunlight is useful because dryer means buying the dryer is not possible for all. So that keeping the food atoms in sunlight and drying, so that is known as dehydration, removal of water from food atoms with the help of sunlight to stop the growth of bacteria, to stop the growth of microorganisms. So fruits, vegetables, grains are dried by spreading them out in the sun. Means many things also we can dry it and we can store for long period of time. That process is known as dehydration. See, raw mangoes, no, you are eating that dried raw mangoes. Fishes, you know na, dried fishes. Then potato chips. See, I have written here. See, some fruits are also dried. And papads. So these things we are preserved by using drying method or dehydration. Anything you can write, either write drying or write dehydration. Okay. Next method is known as canning. Now again, with the help of name you can understand. Canning means what? Can. In can we are storing that food. See the canning process I have written. In this method, air is removed from food and put it in airtight cans so that germs do not grow on them. Okay, means the vacuum packing is there. Sometimes vacuum packing and canning, that both are means the same type of methods. Okay, so canning means what? Food is put in a sealed cans or jars and heat is applied. This destroys the microorganism that spoil food. So many things we can store in cans like fruits, vegetables, fruit juices, pickles, cheese, butter, meat, fish. Okay, all these things are generally canned or bottled. Your sauces. Okay, now pouch is there, but normally that sauce is bottled. That is canning process. See, we can see here how many food items are there. Many food items are there that we are storing in airtight cans to avoid the growth of germs. Okay. See, vegetables, seafood, dairy products that we are preserving with the help of canning process. Understood? I hope that you have understand all these preservative methods. Okay, see again, first one we have learned about freezing. Okay, that cool temperature we are using, then boiling, hot temperature, then we have learned about pasteurization, then salting means addition of salt, sweetening addition of sugar, dehydration means removal of water, canning means packing in airtight cans. Okay, so here I have mentioned the advantages and disadvantages also. Whatever the things are there, there are advantages also and disadvantages also. So see which are the advantages of food preservation. Germs do not grow easily in preserved food and make it safe to eat. By using food preservation, we can avoid the growth of germs and make our food safe for eating. Then by preservative methods, we can enjoy some seasonal fruits like strawberries and mangoes even during the off season. Like I have said again and again, our lesson name is mangoes round the year. Means we are eating that mango or mango dishes throughout the year by preservation. So preservation help us to enjoy some seasonal fruits. So these are some advantages of food preservation, and again some disadvantages are also there. See, excess salt and sugar are used in the preservation of food, which is not good for health. While making pickles, jams and all, we are adding sugar and salt to preserve that food. But eating that food, that is also harmful to our health. Means again there is the disadvantages of food preservation. And the second and important disadvantage of food preservation is some methods of food preservation may lead to loss of nutrients. Yes, sometimes after preservation we can lose some nutrients from that food. Okay, so all these are the advantages and disadvantages of food preservation. I hope that you have understand all these methods, then advantages and disadvantages of food preservation. So today's your homework is that you have to write the preservative methods, 5 or 6 preservative methods that you have learned from this session in your own words. Okay, don't copy as it is from this session. Okay, take the help of your textbook, but in textbook there is no any note about method. Okay, so you have to remember, you have to learn first all these preservative methods, then write that methods in your own words. Okay, still stay home, stay safe. Thank you.